Love 1.
Final match of the week here at this inaugural WTT Champions Frankfurt. Ma Long, the greatest of all time, taking on this super talented lefty from Chinese Taipei, Lin Wenru.
1-all.
Such a big match for both. It's the fitting grand finale in prospect to an amazing week here in Germany. This groundbreaking week. First WTT series event held in this country, and what a week it's been.
1-2.
And just that feeling, Fraser, of star power, a glittering of stardust, whichever way you look at this particular contest.
Let this match be a lesson as to how to play the serve-receive, how to counter, how to block, how to change rhythm. Lin Wenru doing a better job of it so far. How can Ma Long handle this pendulum serve? Ma Long is not a flicker. He prefers to trap the spin of the serve with a short push, a short touch. Jars into it, but it's very difficult. And it can be quite suffocating as a righty, playing against a lefty with serves of this level.
2-4.
Second point of the contest for Ma Long there into the first towel break.
Ma Long's backhand is slightly more divisive, but look at that. When he's not so comfortable, plays the block and then makes more of an extension with a compact counter once he's in position. Constructing the point.
Just saw Seiko Izeki there, the coach of Lin Wenru, former Olympic World Championship gold medalist in men's doubles.
3-4.
There's just star power wherever you look, really. It is the fitting finish to the week, and I think we're going to get it, as you've suggested. So tough to call. That iconic finish from Ma Long.
That silhouette, world-renowned, exaggerates that movement, sweeps over the top of that ball. Ma Long is going to have to use the wide angles, not just on his serves to prevent that flick of Lin Wenru, but also in the open play. Got a bit of fortune there, but then went right against the momentum of Lin Wenru's movement, who was expecting it to the more exposed side, actually, the backhand.
Yeah, I think width is going to be so key here, because at the end of Lin Wenru, this is such a big day for him. First final at this level, but has been in and around, been in the top 10. Key threat to the Chinese and the other top players. And it's that flicking, as you say, that banana flick that he's got, which is how he announced himself on the international stage.
Wow. Yeah, he can play it with top spin, he can play the Chiquita with more side spin. But what Lin Wenru's really developed is his power. He's not just feeding off the pace, he's generating his own. You see it right off the bounce there with that forehand. So strong on both wings. He'll also be looking to stretch Ma Long wide, especially to the wide forehand.
5-7.
Feels like both of them are kind of in Olympic mode. There's three-time Olympic finalist Wang Hao.
And world champion, of course, from 2009.
Yeah. Yokohama.
Yeah. The marvelous one turning this opening game around at the moment.
Amazing, isn't it? The sweet spot of that Lin Wenru backhand seems to be the entire court at times. Look at the kick on that one, the angle. If you want to make an angle from that position, you have to play with spin to get that arc and security.
Bludgeon that back. Ferocious. from the Dragon.
Playing one shot with the next in mind, the half-long push, and then gets the bat high ready to pounce.
Six of the last 8 points for the Chinese.
Nine, 6.
Baits him in to that flick, which he can't make their Lin Win route. Hard to tuck it back in the form motion.
Living every moment they are, as we all are.
Eleven, 6, 10.
He's got so much experience of these occasions. Demonstrating it here in this opening game. Lin started well. Ma Long now with 4 game points.
7, 10.
Greasy spin, Ma Long tries the chop block. They've both got immense feeling. Sometimes that's kind of underestimated because of how often they just kind of come right over it with the counter, but the touch of the Dragon, something else to consider for Lin Win route.
11, 7.
It's been such an amazing week on so many levels, including for these two. They're looking to put the champagne finish on it.
1, low.
The icing on the cake in another way, if you will. Oh, long a game to the good here, and that opening point in the bank as well. But this crowd all week have seen what this left-hander can do.
Such a seamless player, isn't he? The transition that he makes feels effortless. It's so elegant, the style of Lin Win route. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful to watch.
2, 1.
Gets the guide flick out of Ma Long there. Finishes it well.
2, all.
It's a good push. The way he cuts under it, you can hear the quietness of the contact. Digs it really well with good intent there.
It's just his way. Talked about a few times this week. You've made the point, Fraser, Ma Long, how he's able to deal with, to trap spin and counter spin as well in the short game.
2, 3.
Yeah. With these tacky Chinese rubbers, you can do that so well. But it means that you have to really use more body in the shot.
This stander's got a little carried away there in the end, the great man.
Tried to blast it off the bounce on the angle. That's an escape there for the silent assassin. Usually, Ma Long would make you pay the price for that.
That time he paid the price.
Some people might say, why would he not drop shot that? Well, it's incredibly difficult to time off such a high sky lob.
So he was a bit irritated with that, Ma Long.
Oh, he will be.
Pacing around there.
5, 2.
More controlled aggression. Using the peripheral vision slightly better there. He sees Ma Long drifting out, so actually gives him a more shallow, slow ball. Good composure here from Lin.
Thumps that one away.
Had so much to do, the float serve, and look at that. Off the half run, that wasn't even a bad push.
That's where, as you said already, that's where he's added most of all in. The physicality there, to be able to produce that shot.
3-6.
Awesome from Ma Long, but yeah, 100%. Lin Winru has developed his power against slower balls. How do I generate my own pace? It's not just the case of flicking and then feeding off the pace. It's okay, if I get something slow, I need to be able to kill it. They're not looking to rally, as hard as that is to believe, the amount of times we see it.
7-3.
That's just credit to the recovery rate and the ability of the opponent to read. Ma Long is actually baiting the flick there. The only weakness of the flick is the time it takes to recover to a neutral position for Lin Winru.
7-4.
Well, under pressure, it's just his ability to block. Something we haven't really talked about so much yet, but feel is going to be a key aspect to the matchup as it goes on. Ma Long's backhand block, like the rest of his game, utterly world-class.
5-7.
Ma Long intentionally doesn't put too much power into the backhand because he knows then he might get a more powerful bit of play back, which is going to give him less time to play the impending doom forehand. He consciously keeps the backhand at about 60%, Ma Long. 70% rather. Not too powerful, because he wants the time to set up that forehand. You've got to be conscious of what you're giving your opponent.
The most delicate. But he's not just here to be part of the scenery.
8-6.
He's not just here for the ride. He's going to go through. He'll hope to go through to the destination. And be there first.
Amazing, isn't it? The physicality of Ma Long. Bottle challenge serve from Lin Winru. But it's no good without the recovery. Ma Long returns it. Something a little bit different there from Lin. Good time to do it in hindsight.
Wow. 7-10.
Pounces there, the Panther. The wider serve, but if it's an inch too high, we can do that to it. I'm not happy with that one, Ma Long.
With the greatest of all time. Begins game 3 with a flourish.
Nice soft hands with the block and then tightens the grip. Puts a bit of pressure on his forefinger there with the forehand, and usually the top players will put pressure on their thumb with the backhand to help stabilize the racket.
Love 2.
It's that philosophy of playing through the fingers, that the players are almost just visualizing their hand. They let the footwork and all the effort they put into training do the rest of the work, following the hand.
6 of the last 8 here for Lin Winru, giving Ma Long something to think about.
1-2.
Come back to that element to follow, one of the elements to follow in the matchup. With the serve, with the third ball. Just looking to open up the angles as much as possible to deny the easy flick.
2-all.
Edge ball there. Not long. Now to follow up. And net ball as well. Double trouble for Lin.
Ooh, he missed contact his serve there, Lin Winru. And Marlon is not gonna make the error. That kind of ball.
The double trouble becomes the triple threat in this game for Lin Winru. 3 points in a row for his opponent.
Couldn't have gotten any worse in the last 3 points. An edge net and a missed serve. Pressure in the middle quite a lot, Marlon. Making slight changes in placement. Playing it away from the racket. If you play it into the racket, Lin Winru is going to beat you.
3-5.
Got to make your opponent have to make a change in footwork first before they play their shot. That's how you're going to get a slightly weaker ball at this level.
4-5.
Unreal. Perfect timing, better than a Swiss watch.
That quality control. Very tight this at the moment, isn't it? Real runs being put together right now. It's very close in terms of service success. Just 5% separating them right now.
There was a question mark on the backhand block of Marlon. But so far, fitting the bill. Bit of an extension, to be fair. A mini counter.
Starting to put a bit of a run together again here, Marlon. 6 of the last 8 points.
5-7.
Loses that one. Second towel break of this third game. Just a couple of points between them. Absolutely sold out here, as you'd expect.
6-7.
A no-spin serve. He's been playing them quite a lot. You'd be surprised how often the top world players serve with no spin. It's a philosophy of giving your opponent absolutely nothing to work with or against.
Oh, he made it!
7-all.
Lin stayed alert. I mean, the dragon flies in there, but a dagger to the heart.
This is unbelievable athleticism.
He didn't have to smash that, and he could have just put it on the table in any way he wanted, but shows power anyway.
He did well to keep his wits about him there, Lin. Surely wouldn't have expected that ball to come back on the table. That's what both of them are capable of.
7-8.
This is fascinating, isn't it? You can build up a match, Not just in world table tennis, in sport in general, and for different reasons, it doesn't live up to the billing. But this is doing so at the moment. Now this is just going back and forth like a pendulum serve. 6 of the last 8 for Lin Winru.
9, 7.
All of a sudden, Lin is being able to calibrate his flick a little bit better. Gets on the front foot straight away from the receive, and that's the beauty of the flick. The way he plays it anyway.
Oh! I mean, by his own irrepressible standards, maybe the receive was a touch high. But it didn't matter because of what followed.
Couldn't recover after it. What a block from Ma Long, what a read. As clutch as can be.
Have a look back here, point from a few moments ago, and that stunning bit of coverage from Ma Long. He didn't get anything for it in the end, but he did get some appreciation from the crowd. Oh, both giving it everything, both recognizing here that every point matters in this knife edge matchup. And this final is on a knife edge right now. Boy, is it on a knife edge. Both 2 points right now from a 2-1 lead.
10, 9.
Ma Long has the service. An oh so slight advantage. I say oh so slight because their numbers on serve, the quality of the receive have only been around 50%. They're both lower than usual because of that. But it is a slight potential advantage. It put Ma Long here to a first game point.
Wow, well, Ma Long there tried to trick Lin Winru on the serve. Managed to keep it so low and then sniffs the half long. So spinny, almost impossible to counter from Ma Long there. That's amazing. To keep it slow when your game point down shows an immense amount of maturity, rather than feeling obliged to send it right into Ma Long.
Punches that away, lands another blow on the great man.
Painting the table, Lin Winru. Hitting the white of the line.
Now, Lin here with a game point. Here we go, Ma Long with the vocal, oh so vocal reaction there as he saves the game point. He is right in this and wants to win this. They both do. More evidence of it there, how much it means to him. This final here in Frankfurt, for all he's done and achieved in his career. So motivated to try and win this. Oh, he was over the table, but Lin takes it away from him.
Picks his pocket again there. Every inch counts. Every point counts.
Second game point for Lin. done, the placement.
Game to win.
With Marlon.
Love 1.
He's got a very solid record against lefties, Marlon. 84%. I mean, you have to imagine that Timo Boll and Xu Xin have been a big part of the problem in the matches that he's lost. We come back to it again. It's very difficult to play against a lefty of this level as a righty.
Yeah, drop shot to set up the finish. Just point construction of a supremely high order from Marlon there.
Yeah, nicely timed drop shot. There we go. Lin Wenru tries a snake shot, but it's not going to fool the dragon. There was no after motion from Lin Wenru. Made it easier for Marlon to read. Testing the in and out footwork. He was in the position to win that rally, and he did.
No snake bite on the dragon there.
2-1.
But let's talk about it in terms of time. Marlon is safer to block with the backhand. He'll only really counter with the forehand. His longest line to play is cross table, and that goes into the big strength of Lin Wenru, the forehand, and vice versa.
Let 2-1.
He's still grappling with it at the moment. As you say, the challenge of playing this elite lefty. 6 of the last 8 points, as I just showed you there. Into the previous game and the start of this.
Let 2-1.
And Marlon can't flick the receive that Lin's given him into the mid and forehand. And he can't attack it because it's too short. Can only push or touch.
Flailing Marlon by the counter from Lin.
Looks like he was in the depths of despair, but look at that, not even fully balanced. Couldn't even fully plant the feet. Leaning and making a winner against that level of forehand. Blurring the lines, Lin Wenru.
3-all.
As to what is possible and not possible. Good serve from Marlon, tempts him into the flip but puts more backspin on it. Tough for Lin Wenru to really flick backspin because you've got to come down and up it, and the table surface is in the way of the lower serve. That's why the Chiquita came about, to come round and under a little bit easier than what you can do with a traditional flick.
3-4.
Draws him in and then delivers the sting. This is the thing, it's just back and forth right now. Neither can really establish a telling run of momentum. Had a brief period of it, but then the other hits back. What is making it utterly absorbing to watch. It's so tight in so many respects.
5-4.
A bit of fortune there. Force Lin Wenru in trying to play the seatbelt shot. But a nice squatted counter there from Mark. It's all just a blur, isn't it? It's got to make the server more nervous, knowing what's on the other side there, potentially.
And that's why their numbers are not as high. Normally it's the quality of Quality in general, quality of the receive has been so good.
5, 6.
Feathering it as well. I mean, he was reaching over the table, but again, Marlong's receive doing enough.
He got away with it slightly there. Lin won't miss those too often. You can understand why he tried the guide flick down the line.
Oh, these numbers actually going down right now. Both below 50%.
6.
They both got better on the receive against it. And also in the rally countering. And Ma Long here, to prevent this flick, which Lin Wenru's got better against the wider serve, may want to serve tighter and lower into the backhand with backspin, but he's got to expect a touch or a push. Topspin into the short backhand might not be a bad idea either for Ma Long. We'll see if he changes his serves up here, the Dragon, after the second towel break. Well, Richard Prowser said this, didn't he? When we were speaking to him earlier, guy, he said, if Ma Long can do the long serve, Lin Wenru's not going to flick that. And then Ma Long's already out there at the back, ready to counter and block. Ma Long has to make, he doesn't have to make as big of a compound movement if he does the long serve.
Yeah, Richard Prowser, of course, the performance director of the German Table Tennis Federation.
He did go tight to backhand, but what an angle.
Level of difficulty here. Oh. And look how low Ma Long has to get there relative to the table. Even he can't pick that one up.
There wasn't that much spin on the receive, but Ma really tried to play it perfectly into an awkward position. Shallow and spinny.
Left, 7 all.
It's amazing how much physicality actually goes into making a slow shot as well.
7, 8.
Yeah, more of that vocalization from Ma Long. Talked about it, didn't he, after the win in the semi-finals, about starting the final chapter of his career. And that's why, that's another element here to this Infinity Arena, this finale that we've got before us here to the week. Because you don't take it for granted in terms of watching him on these occasions, but those of you Ma Long fans or table tennis fans in general, he's not retiring as far as I know after this match, but you understand the general story here that, I mean, it has to end for everyone at some point. All good things have to come to an end. This is the start of the final chapter, and he's looking to write the perfect finish to that final chapter, the start of it. Sent that through, and edges here again ahead in this all-important fourth game of this final. I mean, both of them looking to inscribe, write a new chapter in their careers, in a sense, for Lin Wenru as well. First time in a final at this level of the World Table Tennis pyramid of events, the structure. He's stepping up there. They're back here again, as they were at the previous game at nines. Going to the wire again.
Massive pressure moment here for Ma Long. It isn't, but it feels like a must-win game. He does not want to be 3-1 down. And now he's against serve at 9-0.
Seiko Izeki here, his charge just a couple of points away with the service, as we say, from a 3-1 lead. Critical moments in this men's final in Frankfurt coming right up here. both know it, what they invested into that point.
Absolutely slinging at each other here. This would be an arrow to the side of the Dragon if LIN can take this one. Oh my word.
Game point. Mini stamp from LIN as he sees that chance flash away from him. You expect these 10-all situations here on the grandest stage, one of the grandest stages in the sport here. What we've seen in the week and what we've seen so far here on finals day. 10-all again. Nothing to separate them in this game. And having had that game point, 2 points, the winning margin needed. How long here with the service. Tried to go fast along, a really pronounced stamp from Marlon. LIN was level to it.
Got a bit of fortune there, LIN. Really threw off Marlon's calibration. Can he take this one, the silent assassin?
Service alternating, of course, here from 10-all. LIN's second game point chance. Oh, that dribbles away.
Game to LIN. One love.
Marlon this season, 3 finals. Prior to this, 3 losses. Singapore smash. Champions Macau. Star contender Lanzhou.
1-all.
And then we knew after a purple patch, really, that came after Tokyo. Is playing to an absolutely new level. I mean, we knew how good he was with his skill set. Amazing player. Neck cord there.
Well, is it to be his day? When you look at moments like that.
Well, the way he did Wang Chuqin, destroyed him basically in the last 2 games. I mean, we haven't seen Wang beaten like that in ages.
6 of the last 8.
2-all.
This is out there, but I do wonder. I mean, the level he's produced through the week and what he's been doing here again in this final so far, whether this is to be his big moment on the big stage. Marlon desperate to win this first WTT Series trophy, winner's trophy. Is he going to be denied again? Oh, just the quality there, the contact, the weight of LIN. Was LIN sane?
Well, Ma fresh-aired it, could have won that rally, but it's not obvious if LIN's going to touch or flick the way he comes into it. Oh! No way, Jose! Oh my goodness!
There is more LIN sanity. I mean, the other bits we were hearing there, Fraser, in terms of translation from Wang Hao, is just one by one, get them back, break it down here. Because I think with the way LIN has played recently, even Marlon with his experience could be in a bit of a spin right now, mentally.
It's the depth of Lin Winru's quality. I mean, who else, when you really think about it, can make the Chinese as uncomfortable as Lin Winru? Maybe this is his time now. Following on from Haramoto, who has more career titles, relatively speaking.
Oh, through again. No, with you on that. I mean, Haramoto, of course, for a long time was considered a big threat, but Lin now more so.
I mean, when you think about, you know, fulfilling your destiny and achieving your potential, he's done that with the level, but maybe just hasn't had the titles. Maybe this is his time now. Maybe this is where the floodgates open for Lin Winru.
4-6.
And all or nothing, all cards on the table. Forehand from Ma Long off the wide one. Brilliant reach. Left the table wide open, but Lin couldn't make him pay the price. The door was open, but he couldn't sneak through. Can he find another gear, find the wiggle room, Ma Long?
5-6.
He'll be looking, of course, I mean, we don't need to say this to him, he's aware of it, but looking still to stamp his experience. As Lin perhaps moves closer. Yes, that is an area where Ma Long can still make this count. He owns that. And this is his 69th career singles final. It's Lin's 8th. That can still be a factor here, even at this point, even with this tremendous performance from Lin Winru so far. 4 points away. Still so far away, though, in a sense.
Maybe the fact that he beat Ma Long en route to winning his first title is what makes him not feel too daunted against him.
8-5.
Just doesn't seem daunted. He's taking it all in his stride. Going about his work, his business, and going about it in wonderful fashion, Lin Winru. Been tracking the service success. Look at this for Lin Winru, going up at the crucial time.
6-8.
This is out there, but it's now above 50%. He's moving ahead of Ma Long as he's done in the scoreline prior. Huge pressure on the Chinese here now with the service.
That is a perfectly timed Chiquita flick there to go against the side spin of Ma Long's serve. Its coherent quality continues to corrupt Ma Long's game.
Nine, 7.
Trying a more shovel action serve, Ma Long, to dig himself out of trouble. The Asian singles champion still in hot, hot water here.
Nine, 8.
He's saying no, a few points away now, 2 points away. It's still so far away. Lin Winru, and it's surely going to feel that way. It's not just a WTT Champions title, it's who he's against here at this point. The greatest player of all time. In most people's minds, for what he's achieved. It just adds to the pressure of the situation.
And it hasn't taken many massive shots from Ma Long. He's just trying to be divisive with the backhand, play for position on the table, and keep switching Lin around to perhaps draw out a bit of insecurity in the attacks. It works really well to get himself back to 9-all.
Still 2 points from victory, but Ma Long with the service now. 2 points from narrowing the gap in this final, reducing the arrears. Oh, Long. It looked like he could do it, but he just couldn't provide enough in the end.
An amazing serve. Look at that for a recovery against a fortune with the improvisation from Ma Long. But that LIN sweeps that forehand topspin.
Championship point.
Absolutely rock solid from Ma Long there. He's bringing out a few tricks such as the reverse pendulum. Maybe he thinks to himself, well, I should have brought this out sooner. He can get this game, who knows? But it is still make it or break it.
Go to tens again. Who's going to win that biggie, that biggest trophy?
10-11.
It could be this man. He'll have another chance to do so.
Look at that action, he came down over that. His reliability to counter. Absolutely jaw-dropping. Can he take this one win route?
Second championship point. LIN is the last man standing in Frankfurt. He wins this WTT championship.